I can't breathe. I'm gonna try my inhaler. It's not working.
Hi, I'm Riley, an SLHS 421 student, and I think I can figure out what's going on with Ava. Ava has asthma. However, she says that her inhaler doesn't work all the time. I think there might be another cause. Jordan, take it away.
Thank you, Riley. Ava is showing signs and symptoms of paradoxical vocal fold motion, or PVFM, which is often misdiagnosed with asthma. According to Altman, PVFM is a rare disorder in which the vocal folds are adducting on inhalation. This typically presents with signs of airway obstruction and distress. Basically, your vocal folds are closing when they're supposed to be opening on your inhale. How is this different from asthma, you might ask? Ava?
PVFM differs from asthma because the obstruction is during the inspiration, not the expiration. These disorders are different to differentiate and often misdiagnosed. An article by Danny Pugh shares that it often takes 4 or more years following symptom onset for people with PVFM to be diagnosed. Riley will now explain how PVFM is diagnosed.
Because PVFM is so difficult to recognize, professionals often utilize differential diagnosis. Differential diagnosis works because it rules out other causes as well as finds patterns that work with whatever they're trying to diagnose. Some differences that a professional may look for when evaluating asthma versus PVFM in a patient would be the patient not responding to asthma therapy, onset of the symptoms when they're doing activities such as exercising, and then also stridor on inspiration and normal pulmonary function test results. This is just one way professionals diagnose PVFM, but Jordan's going to share another way.
Another way to diagnose PVFM is through acoustic analysis. A study done by Yelkin used PROT to compare acoustic measures such as jitter, shimmer, and harmonic to noise ratio in individuals with PVFM and those without. The results showed that the PVFM group had significantly high jitter and shimmer values, and the same values for their HNR. Because patients with PVFM present with a strained vocal quality rather than hoarseness, this is a very important measure for diagnosis. Ava will now describe another method.
A laryngoscopy is another effective way to diagnose PVFM. A nasopharyngoscope is used so that the patient is able to talk through the procedure. A laryngoscopy with this scope is a simple procedure that involves placing a flexible tube with a camera at the end down the patient's nose and down through the pharyngeal cavity. The clinician is able to see the vocal folds through the camera and is able to see if the vocal folds are closing and opening. This helps differentiate PVM and other diagnoses.
We're gonna wrap around back to when Ava was running because now we'll be able to recognize a few symptoms of PVFM that she was showing. So first, we noticed stridor on inhalation. This can be recognized by her wheezing after running.
Oh my gosh, I can't breathe.
Also, her inhaler didn't work.
It's not working.
Usually that would work for an asthmatic episode, which is another indicator of PVFM. Next, she had a strained voice when she was explaining that her inhaler wasn't working.
It's not working.
It's not working.
If we were to perform a laryngoscopy on Ava, we'd notice an adduction of the vocal folds during inspiration. And if we were to do an acoustic analysis on her, we would probably see a high shimmer and jitter with a normal noise to harmonic ratio. These are all indicators of PVFM. Thanks for watching!
PVFM or obstruction of the
PVFM is a rare disorder in which adduction of the vocal folds. Say action. You have to say action.
Action. Testing. No, it's harmonic. It was going so well.